The new iPhone 15 Pro is out. Some folks are a bit let down compared to past years, but if you take a closer look, there are some cool new things that might convince you to get one. I'll talk about the 10 best new features in this video, and I'll have the 3 best ones for the end. Be sure to watch the whole video so you don't miss out on those. Starting from the top with the number 10, there is a new button called the Action button. This is exciting because we've only had the ringer switch before on iPhones. The Action button does a lot of cool things. It helps you open apps quickly and do things like turning on your flashlight, using focus mods, or taking pictures with your camera. You don't have to wake up your iPhone and swipe or hold down the camera button to do these things anymore. What's even cooler is that you can customize it to do almost anything you want, like controlling your smart home devices or opening any app you have. Now, let's talk about the 9th feature. The borders around the screen are slimmer. And this matters, because you use your phone every day. The really thin borders make your phone screen feel more immersive, especially when you're watching videos or movies. If you go for the Pro Max version, the borders look even slimmer because the screen is bigger. I think the phone itself might be a bit smaller, which should make it easier to hold and put in your pocket. Now, let's talk about the 8th feature. Apple has boosted the phone's memory to 8 GB, which will make your phone work faster when you use it for different things, like running multiple apps at once. But the best part of having 8 GB of RAM is that you can switch between apps without them closing when you go back to them. This is used to be a problem, especially with apps like YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. They would start over, which was really frustrating. But now, with the 8 GB of RAM on the iPhone 15 Pro, this issue should be mostly fixed, and your experience should be much smoother. Feature number 7 introduces the A17 Pro chip, a significant upgrade in several aspects. Despite not meeting our lofty expectations with a 10% boost in single core and a 20% improvement in graphics performance, this chip brings notable enhancements. Apple highlights an increased efficiency, promising superior sustained performance, especially in gaming scenarios. Previously, power fluctuations stemming from thermal issues caused performance irregularities, but this new chip should deliver greater consistency. Furthermore, the A17 Pro boasts a revamped neural engine, now operating at twice the speed. This engine plays a pivotal role in driving various new camera-related features that we'll explore later in this video. Additionally, the A17 Pro incorporates a dedicated event decoder, enhancing efficiency when playing YouTube videos and content employing that codec. We'll also delve into the new USB controller shortly. Not to be overlooked is the inclusion of hardware ray tracing, elevating it to the realm of a professional-class GPU primed to support forthcoming AAA games, including the 4 recently unveiled by Apple. Now, let's talk about the 6th feature. The new 5x zoom camera for the iPhone 15 Pro Max. This camera is special because it uses a special type of lens that bounces light around inside it 4 times. This bouncing of light helps the camera to zoom in 5 times, which is pretty cool and different from other phones. Most other phones with a 5x zoom use a different kind of lens that sticks out from the side of the phone, making the phone a bit thicker. The good thing about this new 5x camera is that it has the same f2.8 aperture as the 3x camera. That means it lets in the same amount of light, so even in low light, your photos will still look good without being grainy or noisy. Now, let's talk about the 5th feature. The new 15 Pro models from Apple have something cool that they didn't talk about much. They support a faster Wi-Fi called Wi-Fi 6E. This means you can have even faster internet on a special 6 GHz band. It also helps you set up a network at home to connect and control things like smart devices. And it works with less power and delay, making it pretty efficient. The 4th thing to know is that Apple has made it easier to fix the outside of the iPhone 15 Pro and Pro Max. This is great news for people who need to repair their phones because it's now cheaper to replace the glass on the back if it breaks. This is especially helpful for those who often drop their iPhones and have had cracked glass before. Now, let's talk about the top 3 cool things about the iPhone 15 Pro, starting with number 3, which is its new titanium metal design. This is a big deal because iPhones have used stainless steel for a while, so it's nice to see something different like the brushed titanium look. But it's not just about looks. Titanium has some practical advantages. Firstly, it makes the iPhone 15 Pro about 10% lighter than older models, so it will feel lighter in your hand. It also means that if you accidentally drop it on your face while using it in bed, it won't hurt as much. Plus, it won't show fingerprints as easily because it's not as shiny. Another benefit is that titanium helps the iPhone stay cool, which is great for games and other apps that need a lot of power. So overall, it makes the iPhone 15 Pro feel fancy and high quality like the Apple Watch Ultra, which also uses titanium and looks premium while still being lightweight. Now, let's talk about the second big thing. The new iPhone 15 and 15 Pro have a better camera that takes much clearer pictures. Instead of 12 megapixel photos, they now automatically take 24 megapixel photos, which are twice as detailed. So when you zoom in or look closely at your pictures, they will look much sharper. There's also a new feature called Automatic Portrait Mode. When the phone sees a face or a person, it makes the background blurry and focuses on the person's face to make the picture look nice. Even when you're not in portrait mode, the phone keeps track of how far things are from the camera. So, you can change the focus later and make your pictures look like portraits. This is really useful if your portrait pictures don't turn out right. One cool thing is that now, you can take the 24 megapixel portrait pictures, which is much better than the 12 megapixel ones from last year. So, your portrait photos will be super detailed. Now let's talk about the most important new feature of the iPhone 15 Pro. It uses a different kind of charging cable called USB-C instead of the old Lightning port. This change is a big deal, because the Lightning port held the iPhone back for a long time, especially the 14 Pro models, which could shoot high-quality ProRes videos. With USB-C, you can use the same cable to charge your iPad, Mac, and iPhone. It also lets you transfer files much faster, which is great for backing up your data and working with ProRes videos. You can even record ProRes videos in high quality and easily move them to a Mac for editing. Another cool thing is that all iPhone 15 models now support DisplayPort, which means you can connect your phone to a TV or monitor and watch videos in 4K HDR. Plus, you can use your iPhone 15 to charge other devices like your Apple Watch or AirPods, which is super handy when you're traveling without power adapters. So, those are the top 10 best new features of the iPhone 15 Pro. If you think I missed anything, please let me know in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for the upcoming video where we'll compare it to other phones. Thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and share it with your friends. Stay tuned for more exciting tech videos. See you in the next one.